Merry Christmas, or perhaps not such a Merry Christmas. For most of my life, Christmas has been a time where I've escaped and gone somewhere warm and sunny and got out of Europe. To tell you the truth, Christmas often made me feel disconnected, unwelcome, out of place somehow. And I've come to realize that as a man, and especially as a man who is a father, the leader of a business, a husband of a wife, I need to take responsibility for my family's celebration of Christmas. And when I do that, then I start enjoying it a lot more, and it really brings together my family in an incredibly powerful, useful, even necessary way. So this video, I'm going to put forward 3 reasons why you should celebrate Christmas as a man. Engage yourself actively in your family celebration. So first of all, celebration. We need to understand that celebration is really the coming together of a group of people and putting their attention on something that's meaningful and valuable for them. And what celebration does is it actually constitutes that group of people to be one thing, to have some kind of cohesion and to be able to fit together, to be integrated. And without celebration, then things have this tendency of kind of drifting apart and fragmenting. And definitely we're seeing a lot of this kind of fragmentation at the moment. So if you are, as a man, in any kind of community or group or family, and you would like to contribute to holding that family together, then you need to be actively engaging in, and preferably even taking leadership for elements of that celebration that are appropriate for you and for your whatever your role is in that family. So when you do that, when you take an active part, you're really signaling that you care about the community, that you want to be a part of constituting it, and you also want to be a part of how it is, what kind of values it is that's important for your family that are going to lead to growth and cohesion and understanding between you. The second reason for celebrating Christmas is that Christmas comes at this time of the year where it's the longest night and the shortest day. So it's the time when the lengthening of the night stops, the darkening of the days comes to its end, and then from now on, the days are going to start getting longer and there's going to be more and more light. So it's the end of the darkening and the coming of the light back into, at least us up in the northern hemisphere. That's the case up here. And so if there's ever a good time to celebrate, then this is it right now. It's the coming back of the light. And this is something that I think all of us as human beings can appreciate and really look forward to and celebrate as well. And of course, if you're a Christian, then it's further strengthened and underlined by the celebration of Christ's birthday as the incarnation of God into the world, the light of man, the light of the world, coming to the world and becoming something that we can then become joined to ourselves as well. So by joining together with your family and friends and celebrating Christmas, you're really showing your gratitude for the end of the darkening of the days and the coming in of the light time. And then finally, then Christmas is really a time of integration. So as I said, we've never seen so much disintegration and fragmentation as we're seeing at the moment. And the darkness and the light meeting at this time and kind of coming together in one day is also the day when we celebrate, again, the coming of Christ as God into the world, but born as this poor little Jewish baby, far away from home, born in a cave and put in an animal feeding trough, which kind of like prefigures this idea that we then eat his flesh and drink his blood in the Eucharist as something that's, it's a mystery. I'm not going to probably go into explaining that here, but it's very much inherent in the whole Christian tradition, this coming together of the highest and the lowest. And so this is where you'll see in Denmark, there's this big tradition of people inviting like poor, lonely, needy people, outcasts into their homes, or creating gatherings and giving to the poor and things like this is something that's an integral part of Christian, of the high and the low coming together and being able to meet each other in compassion and care in this way. And it also is very in our hearts, at least in Manifesto, is very relevant at a personal level as well, because we also have parts of ourselves that are poor and lonely and outcast and disconnected. And Christmas and the celebration of Christmas with our family has a tendency to put us into contact with these parts. It's often there's some things that are difficult to face, and we get confronted with them when we spending this time with our families. And so by facing this head on, which is what we often have an opportunity to do at Christmas, and trying to be proactive and attentive to these things and meeting them with care and attention and compassion, that's how we can start integrating these parts of ourselves that are unintegrated and not connected. So absolutely vital and good time. Not always just, if you're looking for just like family fun and relaxing and whatever, then you could have that. But the way to reach that is really through taking leadership for forming and shaping how is it that I would like this Christmas to be? What are the values that I think we should be gathered around? For myself, it's really necessary for me to get outside. I can't stand just sitting around inside, eating and drinking food, opening presents. I need to take outside. So I make sure we go out for walks. I do like little orientation map and compass walks for the kids that are coming here, and really make it a bit of an adventure that we can get out and enjoy our time together with a little bit of, even though it's cold and dark, we go walking in the dark without even lights. And things like that. So, hope you found that useful. I was really inspired by a conversation between Jonathan Pageau and Richard Rohlin called The Universal History of Christmas. So if you found this interesting, then you might find their conversation even more inspiring. The link will be in the description to this. And if you'd like to be in a network of men who are working to create more integration in their lives, not just in Christmas, but throughout the entire year, then I'd highly recommend check out Manifesto Core. We have a network of online groups that are meeting, irrespective of where you are in the world. There'll be probably guys in your geography where we're meeting up and working to set goals, create a personal vision, and then working at an everyday level to create accountability for how I'm working to reach the goals that I want to achieve and become a better man, a better husband, a better work colleague, a better leader in our lives and in all the different roles that we're playing. So check that out and hope to see you around, and have a great Christmas. Thanks.